Greetings, dear lighted ones. This is Joanna from Universal Love and Light Wisdom, healing, activations, and ascension offerings. Thank you so much for tuning in for this beautiful offering today. And we'd like to offer a new heightened perspective on what I've experienced in all of the many years that I've been moving through transformation and recapitulation, as my teams have often given me, to recapitulate the aspects that are being brought together anew, a recollaboration, if you will. And this can be taken in any way. We re-collaborate all that we are in new ways with higher version of all that we are. That's essentially what awakening is. We look at what we've been moving through, what's not working, how we choose and what we desire to move within or investigate or experience or explore, thus therefore bringing in these new desires of the natural, more authentic essence of who we are. And this offering today is going to be really important for those that have been moving through struggles of fear, doubt, dark night of the soul energies, the letting go, which is just before that recapitulation. The letting go of what no longer serves is when you make that choice and that discovery that a belief, a thought pattern, a way of behaving that is a behavioral pattern, a belief that we have deep within us through our perspectives, through the social environment that we've been brought up in and that we've believed to be true, that we create at the very earliest of ages. And these patterns become ingrained in us through our own choosing, through our own soul's path, our own soul's destiny, to experience certain explorations, for us to ever reach out to join anew versions of who we are within the all, to higher experiences, loving experiences, unified, holistic experiences. Because we're always moving from a state of awakening this is what the awakening and reunification process is. The enlightenment, self-actualization is all moving in a spiral experience of the all into greater versions of who we are. Profound versions of who we are, loving versions of who we are, whole versions of who we are. And along the way, we must let go and recapitulate, bring in and make whole all of the other aspects and fragments of us that we have let go of and shattered and exasperated out into the all through separation. Whether it be through other timeline experiences, belief patterns, whether it has been through beliefs that we've had about ourselves that we've thrown away, that were actually more true because we wanted to conform and fit in through fear. And most of how we've become as a human society has been through fear and conformity. We conform out of fear. We conform because we have had the experience through our Akash, through our early childhood, that standing out and being unique was not acceptable. And in all of our systems that we have, we're now redesigning. We're at a very pivotal point, and this is why we're bringing this forward, because we're at a pivotal crucible right now in which if we choose to let go of all that we have been, all that we have experienced, regardless of how traumatic or hard or challenging or how many times we've pounded on the earth of how unfair it may have seemed, whatever it is that we have taken ourselves through our choice, the experiences, even though it's hard to see and perceive that we've chosen those experiences, even if it had been at the hands of others or the experience of the others playing with us, that we've experienced trauma and tragedy, but they've been co-creative agreements in the higher soul levels. And sometimes we often go through those experiences over and over again with others. And through my own experience, oftentimes, my teams will often say, are you ready to stand in your truth and your strength now? Are you ready to own who you are? And we create those experiences over and over until we absolutely take our power and our staff, the sword of truth, that staff of wisdom, and all of these symbologies that we've had over all lifetimes, and we claim it and we proclaim it for ourselves. You claim that strength for yourself. You claim that strength for all that you are. And those experiences allow you to be the person that you are now. And when we let go, what I've learned, the most powerful and the most divine and beautiful experience is to let go with grace, to let go with reverence, to let go with honor, to let go with joy and sacredness of all that you have learned through everything that at some point we have damned or we have judged or we have condemned. That brings us back into the cycle of separation. And so it's really important and it's really valuable because when we say valuable, we mean you are valuable. Anything that you choose to perceive as sacred and valuable, whether it be a letting go, whether it be an exploration, whether it be an experience or an expression, you will perceive that and experience it as your soul's essence, because your soul's essence is perfect. It's always been perfection. You are always perfect. Even if it seems as if you're making the same, what we call mistakes over and over and over again, which I have done, because I didn't believe in the power that I had to believe in who I was, to own my own power, to claim my voice, to know what was right for me as a spiritual master and leader. And, more often than not, doing what I do just to fit in, dimming my light to fit in. And that's going in negation of what your soul is really here to do. Each and every one of us are here to shine our unique light, to shine it so brightly, to express and explore and experience all that we are so brightly. But along that path of self-actualization, there's going to be many, many moments that we're continually on the spiral of rejoining with ourselves as a whole essence of love. But first we must express love, perceive ourselves of love. And even before that, letting go with great honor of what no longer serves. If we let go with the vibration, and these are very, very subtle vibrations, and as the subtle body activates and turns on through your process of awakening, through these energetic codes, these celestial alignments, the higher vibrational light codes that were being offered, through your intention and invocation, through your spirit guides and teams and higher self, when you activate the subtle body, you will feel these very subtle vibrations of what you're holding on to and what that vibration is linked with. That vibrational link, that vibrational thread, is always connected with a pattern that needs healing. And this is why we say, when you follow that thread of vibration, that very subtle vibration, in any one experience, even though we could say with our words, I release with gratitude, but you can feel within that vibration that there's a part of you that just feels as if something wasn't fair, victimization, or injustice, or abandonment, betrayal, lack of self-worth, not claiming your power, whatever it might be. But there's subtle vibrations that will also be another layer of that healing, that will take you to another layer of your self-expansion, of your self-actualization, of threading into a wholeness of you. So when you're moving through self-care and your daily meditations, and we've often said self-care is so important daily, to connect with yourself on the inner realms, in your inner soul space, and your sacred heart, your divine sacred heart and your sacred mind coming together as one. And just ask yourself through self-care, is there anything, is my higher self, I've noticed myself saying certain words that are connected with victimization. Or even though I'm saying I'm letting go with gratitude, I feel that there's a part within me that still feels it's not fair, or that still feels that I'm not receiving the love and the honor that I deserve, the respect that I deserve, the recognition that I deserve for my voice being true and heard and honored as a part of who I am. There will always be these subtle, deeper stories that take you into that pathway with Source, your soul's essence. We are each the essence of Source. And when I say essence, it's often, as Source is, indescribable, undefinable, cannot be placed in a box, because your essence is ever threading to the infinite of the all, every moment. So the deeper and the greater care that you take in self-honor and sacredness, into continually threading in, where is that belief that I hold that I'm ready to love and make whole and to honor. I acknowledge this essence of me through the eons of my voice not being heard or respected, perhaps not by others, but by you. Because as you perceive and acknowledge and accept all that you are, you allow that opportunity and that openness for all that is to thread you that same vibrational perspective. As you acknowledge it and claim it and own it for yourself, the reality of all that is arranges itself to that vibration. So we often have to remind ourselves that it's not necessarily about the stories of others. There are players and are co-creators. But it will always thread you to the deeper realization of who you are in your wholeness. Because we're always seeking, every experience seeking greater wholeness. And oftentimes, these paths and these trails that we traverse take us on moments and pathways that we're reliving the same experience of victimization, or being the underpinning of others' commands or perspectives or beliefs of what they think we should be, or how they think we should move about life, or the collective socio-economic beliefs that we are breaking away from. Literally, these threads are breaking away and timelines are disappearing. The constructs and the matrices of those belief patterns they cannot be upheld in higher consciousness realities. So they're breaking away. We see it in our visual reality as the deconstruction or the decomposing. And that's say the banking system, if you will. Anything that is not held within that consciousness integrity of unity, peace, harmony, and oneness, they will be decomposed. And they will literally be threads of energy being pulled away as the new earth templates are co-created through our focus, our intention, our attention, our desires, our excitements, our explorations, our expressions of who we are as source. But I found it to be really, really key through the process of self-love, compassion, forgiveness, and full acceptance of who you are. And my path, what I've been, is as a light worker, knowing that I've come here to serve, knowing I've come here to do the very best that I can as a soul, and to continually expand and nurture myself and nourish myself and express myself and explore myself as source, to experience myself as source. But what I'm really noticing now is that the value in the experience, the value in the expression, the value in the exploration is becoming more and more enriched through gratitude and through honor and through the sacred journey that is yourself as source. So feeling into that essence of who you are as source, feeling great gratitude for every experience that you've owned and you've claimed and you've moved through. The crucible that we sit within, dear lighted ones, is one that you look back on your path as if it's the Akashic book of your third and fourth dimensional timeline. And this third and fourth dimensional Akash, you look back and you say, wow, every day, every step, every hour, I've experienced myself as source. Oftentimes been unaware of it or unawake to it, but I'm still grateful that I am an aspect of source. I'm so incredibly mesmerized and just so magical and unexplainable that I am source in a human form. I am spirit in human form. And I can look back on everything that I've experienced as a thread and a particle that is ever fanning out into greater explorations of choices that are allowing me to see the grandness and the vastness of who I am. And this now moment, more pivotal than ever, I get to anchor in love and peace and unity to know that in this now moment, I give great thanks and gratitude for everything I've been through. For it has awakened great wisdom, it has awakened great power, it has awakened great oneness with myself in seeing others as source, seeing others as my brothers and sisters, seeing others as equal in God, seeing others as profound in their own path to bring their own wisdoms to life, to see and to acknowledge and to perceive every new moment as threading new and new vibrations of creational source and new directions in new envelopments of love and unity and harmony into consciousness vibrations that we can't even understand. And it would not have happened if I had not have gone through what I've gone through. To bring me to this very moment right now in which my heart is pounding so very profoundly for the love and the joy and the expansiveness I feel as being me. For each and every one of you have your own joy of expression, your essence of source, just awaiting for the center of your being to burst forward and say, I am absolutely so ready to be the fullest, most magical being that I can be. I am the essence of source. Hallelujah. I am source. Source has loved me so much to give me a human body. And I've agreed to this human body because I absolutely knew that every moment would be a step on my path of greatness. Every moment would be a step upon my path of knowing myself as love, of rejoining and conjoining and recapitulating myself as love. Ever spreading and ever fanning out into vibrations of greater color, greater light, greater love, greater song. Here I am. And I let go with honor. I let go with grace. And I thank every person on my path because you know why? Because you know what? They're God too. They're source too. They are spirit too. They deserve the gratitude. They deserve the awareness of my gratitude and blessing for the experience. And you release it with great ease. You release it with great fluidity. You release it with great clarity. And this is the way of source. This is the way of gratitude and joy. For everything that we release returns back to joy and love. And it seems so simple and so profound and so elegant, but it is. But you are. And I wanted to bring this forward because there's been so many experiences that I've had, and oftentimes spent so much time worrying, spent so much time in my head, spent so much time, creating experiences and opportunities and even timeline potentials that were not the path of my highest and my best. Because that worry creates greater worry. And it's so fundamentally important now, with the crucible of new timelines, as things are fanning out and tearing away, that we come to the center of the reunification and the wholeness and the simplicity of every experience is to be rejoined in love and joy, peace and unity. So how can we let go of every experience knowing it served us in some way, somehow, to ever thread deeper and richer reflections and integrations of anything that needs to be healed at the deeper level, layer upon layer upon layer of who you are as a vast soul, and not to do it with experiences, oh, here another layer, here we go, but to do it with joy and excitement, because you will find that expansiveness of love of you. The deeper, the wider, the richer you go, the deeper, the wider, the richer you go. And that's meant in every way. And oftentimes it's not an easy path, but you're a master and you're here to claim that path, because it will bring you ever deeper, ever wider, ever richer. And the only reason why it seems like that is because we've had eons of being turned off spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and etherically. And we've been turned off to the path of our expansiveness and our vastness, and how very profound it feels when we are threaded in oneness with love and source. And you will feel that love for you. You will feel that love for your experiences. You will feel that love for your power to say no, for your power to stand up and say, this is my path. I choose my destiny. I choose from the power of all that I am as a multidimensional being, my happiness, my joy. I get to choose how I choose to express myself. I get to choose sovereignty. I get to choose free will. I get to choose how I create. I get to choose. And oftentimes that will ruffle the feathers of others around you, because they may be still living in the world of conformity. They may be still turned off to their source essence. They may be still turned off to the path that is most traveled. And that's okay. Honor it. It's a valid expression and experience and design of source. It's all valid. It's all perfect. We are all perfect. There are experiences that allow us to see our oneness and our unity. We are threaded as one. There is no separation. However, we now have the wisdom and the awareness to choose our new higher vibrational thought patterns. And this is co-creating in the fifth dimensional alignment of your highest potential. How may I choose higher vibrational thoughts, higher vibrational self-care, so that I can reflect upon everything that occurred in my day, and I can take it deeper, wider, and richer into who I am. And I can forgive myself and others, and I can bring compassion to myself and others, and I can accept myself and others, because I know it is the center of love, joy, peace, and unity that threads all. That is the heartbeat and the breath, the elixir of source. That is evolution, dear lighted ones. You are loving evolution. Make no mistake about that. So the thing, the experience, the person, the word, whatever it is that you're stumbling or having challenges with, fear, doubt, sabotage, whatever it might be, call it forward and face it with love and gratitude and the reverence that it's owed. Because the reverence that you give it and honor it for what it has taught you and awoken you to, the very depths of your self-love and the power that you are as a sovereign Christic being of expansive Christic light and love, that it will dissipate and disappear the moment that you honor it with an open heart in what it's given you and gifted you. And it will be on its way. For fear, challenges, they have no power over you unless you give it to it. So reclaim it by facing it and say, what is this story telling me? There is a belief that I have within me that I'm not valuable enough to speak my truth. Others aren't respecting me or honoring me in my word because I'm not respecting myself. My word is valuable. My honoring of who I am as a spiritual master is valuable. I have value here. And I'm going to start honoring me. And then that spiral, thread by thread, belief by belief, affirmation by affirmation, you create yourself a new reality. It begins to come together, thread by thread, particle by particle. This is quantum co-creation, dear lighted ones. You get to choose. You get to choose on that next spiral of moment. What choice, what focus, what attention are you giving your energy, your matter, your spirit, spiritual science together in one? That is your co-creative free will source has offered and blessed you with. You get to choose. Honor everything because it's you. I let go of this. This is no longer my vibration, and I honor it with grace. It has taught me so much. And make a list of all the things that you have learned, and you have graced yourself and see yourself fan out. I have learned self-reliance. I have learned self-clarity. I have learned to listen to my higher voice. I have learned to allow my higher self to guide me in every moment. I have allowed the center of my heart to be the all-encompassing movement of my life, regardless of what others think, feel, or believe to be true. Because this is me. This is my path. And I am meant to live ecstatically. I am meant to be happy. I am meant to show the way for others. I am meant to be a vibration on this earth for co-creation. I am meant to bring sacred truths and universal wisdoms to life. I am valuable and I am perfect in every moment. And that one experience that has been causing you so much challenge, through your honoring and giving it grace, for that's allowance, that's an opening energy that allows it to flow and transmute. You're letting it go, recapitulate into something new. And you call in that higher vibrational DNA thread, and it activates. It's an elegant system of grace, dear lighted ones. Make no mistake about that. And you have leadership within it, around it, over it, to thread anew, to thread anew, to thread anew. You're profound, you're profound, you're profound. So honor all experiences and let go with grace. Honor all experiences and let go with the reverence of who you are as source. Judge no one. Judge nothing. Return to center and anchor peace. See and perceive and imagine higher vibrational timelines where all systems are benevolent, all systems are harmonic and peaceful, all children, all beings, all aged, all aspects of our socio-economic system are all in balance, are all loving and in harmony with one another. As our hearts beat forward in oneness, how may we perceive the most expansive reality through the eyes of love, through the heart veiled with joy of everything that we've learned, everything that we've traveled and traversed. And we know that it's been a hard path. We know that it has not been easy. This is the lifetime of all lifetimes, dear lighted ones. Honor and let go. Honor and let go. Honor and let go. Honor it. It gives you great strength to stand up and put your hands in the air and take that staff of wisdom and staff of power, that sword of truth. I am who I am. Every path, every moment, every thought, every word, every deed, I own it, I claim it. That is me. And you know what? Now I get to choose new. Now I am the power of the Holy Christ that we've been blessed with. The Christic energy vibration that is expansive and limitless in color, in vibration, in sound, in tone. There's new harmonics coming from Gaia. There's new harmonics coming from the heavens. Make no mistake, dear lighted ones, moment for moment for moment, it's new. Thread yourself anew, thread yourself anew, thread yourself anew. You are profound. God within you, God within you, God without. Thread with the fields of love, thread with the fields of love. You are profound. Let go with honor. Let go with grace. You are sacred. You are divine. You are magical. You are the transformation that you desire. You. And we love you. We just want to love you. We just want to love you. We just want to love you. You are the divine source, essence, in human form. Thread yourself anew. Let go with honor. You deserve the honor of you. You deserve your respect. You deserve your worthiness. You deserve your own voice. You are valuable. You are meant to be here. And so is all else. Namaste.